Hi everyone, can you hear my voice? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Just wait 1 minute, not the live session. Yeah, can you hear my voice, everyone? Right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Just wait 1 minute. My voice is clear, right? YouTube, I'm checking whether it is coming or not. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, now it was started, I think. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, sir.
I think. Can you hear my voice? Yes, good. 1 minute you wait, we'll start the session. So I think you all are here to upskill. Azure DevOps actually. Today we all are here to upskill what? Azure DevOps. So, hi everyone, welcome to MyGo Minds. So today we are starting the weekend batch for Azure DevOps. So today many developers, whether you are a developer or designer or data analyst or data scientist, today the job market is totally changed. What companies are expecting means full stack developer. Whether you are a full stack Java developer, .NET developer, Python developer, or whether you are a SDET, software development engineering in test, or data analyst or data scientist, everyone must have the knowledge on all the areas. Is it clear? Now AI is mandatory, cloud is mandatory, DevOps is mandatory. Whether you are working in IT industry, any domain or any sector, these three are the trending in the market. So first of all, you must know about this cloud computing as well as DevOps. These two will play the major role in the role of developer. Is it clear? While you are working in the IT industry, you must have the knowledge on these two main areas. One is cloud computing, other one is what? DevOps. So generally, as a software engineer, before going to the cloud computing or DevOps, you must have the knowledge on some basics. Is it clear? Like what is software? Software is nothing but a collection of programs. Different types of software applications are desktop applications, web applications, mobile applications. Who will develop the applications means developer. Who will test the application means tester. Who will analyze the application data, that is data analyst. Who will predict the future, that is data scientist. Any software engineer must have the basic knowledge on this cloud computing. So first of all, you must know what is cloud computing. Cloud computing is the delivery of computer services via internet as pay as you go model actually. Is it clear? What is a computer? Computer is nothing but it consists of both software as well as hardware. Is it clear? Hardware is nothing but any external device is called hardware. It may be a router or printer, or it may be RAM, hard disk, processor. This all comes under what? Hardware. The applications that are running on that particular machine, like in order to run the applications on that particular machine, you must have the knowledge on some system softwares like operating systems, virtual machines, data centers. These all are required actually. So first of all, developer main job is to develop the applications, tester main job is to test the applications, DevOps engineer main job is to deploy the applications. So cloud computing is nothing but use the computer services via internet as pay as you go model. So developer will develop the applications. In order to access the application, who will access the application means end user will access the applications. Mostly web applications you must have the knowledge. Web applications are nothing but the applications that can be deployed on the server and can be accessible via browser and internet. That type of applications are called as web applications. Web applications are multi-user applications. So multiple users can access that application via browser and internet. Is it clear? So what is a server? Server will provide services to different types of clients. It may be mobile or browsers, whatever it may be. So here you must have the knowledge on, one is you must have the knowledge on what is server, and you must have the knowledge on what is database or data storage. You must have the knowledge before going this one, and you must have the knowledge on runtime environment. Runtime environment is required, and then you must have the knowledge on some operating systems are required, and you must have the knowledge on some virtual machines are required. Before entering into the world of cloud computing, you must have the knowledge on these concepts. One is internet is required, and you must have the knowledge on client is required. These are the basic things you must have the knowledge. Is it clear? And you must have the knowledge on scalability that is required, and you must have the knowledge on these all are the basic concepts that are required before entering into the world of cloud computing. So server is nothing but server will provide services to different types of clients. So developer will develop the application, end user will access the application. So in order to access the application, we need to deploy the application on the server so that multiple users can interact with that particular application at a time. Those type of applications are called as web applications. So web applications are nothing but what? Multi-user applications. So multiple users can interact with single application at a time. That type of applications are called as web applications. So who will develop these type of applications means developers. Who will use these applications means end users. So end user main job is to, are you following everyone? Are you, my voice is clear everyone? Please respond. Yes or no? Online students, please respond.
Yes.
Yes.
So applications are basically divided into three types. One is desktop applications, web applications, and mobile apps. Desktop applications are nothing but the application that will install on single machine are called as desktop applications, like Notepad, Calculator, MS Office, VLC Media Player, Windows Media Player, Antivirus. These all are the examples of desktop applications. In order to install the desktop application, physical computer is enough. No need of internet is not required, and servers are not required. The application that we install on your computer or laptop or desktop, those applications are called as desktop applications. So cloud computing is nowhere related with these desktop applications. Just you can install and you can use it. Mobile apps are nothing but the apps that we download from Play Store. Those are called as mobile apps, like Google Play Store or Apple Play Store. Is it clear? Like Phone Pay, Google Pay, Swiggy, Zomato, Redbus, Abibus, different applications that we are downloading in our mobile from Play Store. Those applications are called as mobile apps. Mobile apps can be developed by using Android, iOS, Xamarin Forms, React Native, etc. Now the main point is web applications actually. Web applications are nothing but the application that we can access via browser and internet. That type of applications are called as web applications. You can develop these web applications by using full stack Java, full stack .NET, full stack Python, mean stack, margin stack, maven stack, etc. So who will develop the applications means developer will develop the applications. Who will use the applications means end user will use the applications via browser and internet. That type of applications are called as web applications. So in order to make everyone to access these applications, like you take banking applications or education, e-commerce, real estate, insurance domain, travel domain, government websites, real estate, ticket booking, and social networking, OTT platforms, different applications that are available. So end users will access that particular applications. So in order to access that applications, what is required means one server is required. To keep that application on the server, multiple users can use that particular applications via browser and internet. For example, 100 users are using the applications. Desktop applications are single user applications, no need of any servers. You can directly install the application on your laptop or desktop. Web applications are multi-user applications. Developer main job is to develop the application and keep the application on the server. So keeping the application on the server, that concept is called as deployment actually. So who will use that particular application means end user. How the end users will access the applications? Via browser or mobile. Client. This is called as client. Client is not user. Client is nothing but browser or mobile actual. 100 users means how many laptops? 100 laptops. How many browsers? 100 browsers. How many servers? 1 servers. So multiple users are accessing the application at a time. Did you understood? Server will provide services to different clients, and this server is very costly. In olden days, we need to maintain our own physical servers. Like you can different types of servers that are available here. Like one is Apache. Java people mostly they will use Apache Tomcat. .NET students they will use IaaS, Internet Information Services. Similarly, you have JBoss. Similarly, you have Glassfish. Nowadays, one more server came for .NET that is called Kestrel Web Services. Web server actually. Kestrel Web Server. So maintaining the physical servers, that is very tedious process, and we need to physically invest lot of money to maintain the servers. If you take organizations like small organizations will be there. Is it clear? Who will develop a simple applications? They cannot buy their own servers. Is it clear? So what is the solution for this means cloud computing. Cloud computing will provide a flexibility as pay as you go. For example, if you want to get power to your house, no need to purchase the transformer. Just you use the power, how much power bill you are consuming, for that you have to pay the money. That is called as pay as you go option. Every month you will not get the same power bill. The power bill may varies depending on the usage. Is it clear? In summer you may get more power bill, in winter you may get less power bill depending on the usage. Similarly, if you want to use, you are using your mobile to call to your friends or anyone, you no need to purchase the satellite. Pay as you go. Monthly you have to do the mobile recharge. So that is the beautiness of this cloud computing. So cloud computing will provide the services via internet as pay as you go model. Did you understood? So nowadays all the companies they are moving towards what? Cloud. So I hope you understood about this server. Server will provide services to different clients. Developer will develop the application, keep the application on the server. Multiple users can access the application via browser and internet. And the server is very costly. It is in the terms of crores. When the number of users will increase, again we need to increase the number of servers. For example, one server can provide services to 10,000 users. But if 1 lakh users are connecting to that particular application, it will become the burden on the server. Server cannot provide proper services to number of clients. Again, we need to increase the number of what? Servers. Server 1, this is server 2, this is server 3, server 4. One application we have to deploy on multiple servers, server 1, server 2, server 3, server 4. When the network traffic is increased, when the number of users are increasing, when the number of users will increase, if you purchase, if you do any online shopping in Amazon, big sale offer is going on. Lakhs of millions of users will connect to that particular application. But this server can provide only services to limited users. Let us assume 10,000 requests only it can handle. But 1 lakh requests are going to the server means it is a tedious process. So let us assume this is server 1, this is server 2, server 3, server 4. All the servers we have to keep the same application. Is it clear? This is called as scaling actually. This is called as manual scaling. Manual scaling means increase the number of servers manually. And in order to monitor all these particular servers, we have to use what? A concept called load balancing. What is this load balancing will do? Whenever the request was made by the client, this load balancer will check whether which server is free. If the server 1 is busy, it will divert the request to the next server. So these all the things we have to do manually. This is the old on-premises process. Did you understand? We need to maintain our own servers. We need to scale our particular servers with the concept of load balancing. This concept is called as manual scaling. This is before cloud computing actual. But now what cloud computing is telling, developer, you don't worry. I will give the server. I will take care about the auto scaling. You no need to invest lot of money to purchase the server. For example, what is the main problem with this manual scaling means? For example, if the number of users are less, but still we need to pay the money for these all servers. Maintenance cost is very high. Did you understood? Managing is very high. Data lost may be very more flexibility to lose the data. Security is very less. So a lot of problems are there. The solution is what? Cloud computing. What cloud computing is telling? Developer, you don't worry. I'll give you the server. You just use my server. Pay as you go. When the number of users are increasing, the billing will be for monthly basis or yearly basis. Pay as you go. For example, IRCTC Tatkal ticket is there. Only 1 hour the customers will book the Tatkal ticket. Remaining time the server is what? Free. But we need to pay money for the total server cost, which is very costly. So instead of that, what this cloud computing is telling, auto scaling concept will be there. At the time of Tatkal's time only, it will automatically increase the number of servers. Elastic nature will be there in cloud. When the number of users are increasing, the server space also will be increased. Are you following, everyone? Please respond, online students. Yes?
Yes.
Did you understand? So cloud computing means use the computer services via online, via internet and browser. So the main point is, first of all, I think you got clarity on servers. You no need to manage the servers. Server is nothing but what? It is also a computer actually. Computer means it consists of what? Software as well as hardware. Computer. What is a physical computer consists of? A physical computer consists of two things. One is software. Other one is what? Hardware. Software is again divided into two types. One is system software and other one is what? Application software. Softwares are again divided into two types basically. One is system software and other one is what? Application software actually. Is it clear? Here you will have this system software. System software is nothing but what? Any software that will interact with hardware. One is system software and other one is what? Application software. System softwares are nothing but operating systems, drivers, compilers, RAM, hard disk, processor, operating system, drivers as well as compilers. These all comes under system software. Is it clear? Application softwares and hardware is nothing but what? Hardware is nothing but RAM, hard disk, processor. Is it clear? And you can go for a router, printer, speaker, Bluetooth, keyboard, RAM. These all comes under hardware actually. Any software that will interact with hardware, that is called system software. Application softwares are nothing but what? The daily application that we use. E-commerce applications, education applications, Swiggy, Zomato, OTT platforms, banking applications. These all comes under application softwares. Is it clear? And you must have the knowledge on one more concept called runtime environment. What is runtime environment? Runtime environment. Anyone know about runtime environment? Can you tell me about runtime environment? You must know about operating systems. You must know about hardware. You must know about runtime environment. You must know about servers. These all are required actually. So what is a runtime environment? Can anyone tell? Online students, please respond. What is runtime environment? What is the use of runtime environment? Can your application directly run on operating system? You developed one application with Java. Now you want to run that application in your local machine. Directly your application will run on your local machine. Please respond. You developed one application with .NET. Now you directly run that application in your laptop. That directly your operating system will run your particular application.
Need SDKs.
Huh? What is required?
Environment.
Keep the application in server.
Okay, that is okay. That's what I'm. Okay, you keep the application on server. That directly it will run. How your applications will run? Even on server. What is required? Runtime environment is required. So what is the runtime environment for .NET?
.NET runtime.
.NET framework. .NET framework, or you can use what? .NET core. These are the runtime environments. Like CLR will be there. Common language runtime, which will take care about your to manage to make your applications to run actually. What is the runtime environment for Java? JRE, Java Runtime Environment. What is the runtime environment for React.js or Angular? Node.js. So these all are called as runtime environments. Node.js is the runtime environment for JavaScript. The .NET framework is a runtime environment. .NET is a runtime environment to run the applications that were developed in ASP.NET, ASP.NET MVC, ASP.NET Core, WCF, Entity Framework, NT Framework Core, Web APIs, whatever it may be. Java. If you develop any Java applications with Spring Boot or Hibernate or Data JPA or whatever it may be, in order to run that particular applications, a runtime environment is required. That nothing but JRE, Java Runtime Environment. Inside that you have JVM will be there, Java Virtual Machine. So servers will provide services to different clients. And this runtime environment must be available inside that particular server also. If you are using Apache Tomcat, it internally consists of Java. If you are using IIS or Kestrel Web Server, it internally consists of what? .NET Runtime Environment. So servers are required and storage is very, very important. Data is very, very important. Developer main job is to work with data. Data is collection of raw facts. Data may be a number, text, speech, audio, video, likes, emojis, stickers, reviews, ratings, comments. Everything is data. In order to store the data, what is required? Some database server is required. Is it clear? We need to maintain store the data. Is it clear? You can, in order to store the data, what is required means some database are required. You can store the data either in the form of what? Files, or you can store the data in the form of databases. Nowadays, what way you can store the data in cloud. So if you want to store the data in database, in olden days, database is also we need to purchase the database server like SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL. These all are database servers which are used to manage the databases. Like in order to deploy the application, web server is required. In order to store the data, database servers are required. That is also very costly. But now what cloud computing is, and you cannot store huge amount of data. There are different types of database servers are there. What's SQL databases and NoSQL databases. SQL databases means the data will be stored in the form of tables, which is collection of rows and columns. NoSQL database like SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, this all comes under SQL databases. NoSQL databases means MongoDB, HBase, Cassandra, this all comes under NoSQL databases. But in olden days, we need to physically maintain the database servers. We need to purchase the database servers, which is very costly and tedious process. Like how you purchase in the web servers, in the same manner we have to purchase the database servers also. And handling huge amount of data like images, videos, streaming, it is a very difficult process. That is the reason cloud computing has given a solution. You no need to maintain your own databases. Cloud will provide the database with secure and everything. So you just pay as you go model. And cloud has a beautiful nature called blob storage is available. Is it clear? In a cloud environment like Azure Devops, we have Azure blob storage will be there. Azure account storage will be the storage account will be there. Azure storage account will provide the services like SQL Server, PostgreSQL, etc. Azure blob storage will provide to store huge amount binary large object data, actual blob, which is used to store similarly Bitbucket. These all are different account storage accounts that are provided by cloud environment. So cloud will take care about the servers, cloud will take care about the data storage and runtime environments and operating systems. In order to run your application, an operating system is required and runtime environment is required. Which operating system you want to use? Windows operating system or Linux or Mac or whatever it may be. You no need to install the softwares manually. Everything will provide by the cloud. You no need to worry about the license of that particular softwares. So cloud computing will provide the services via internet as pay as you go process. And virtual machines. Virtual machine is nothing but what? One computer must work like multiple computers. I have one computer. My computer will have RAM. My computer will have hard disk. My computer will have processor. And my application is running in my computer. But my application is very, scale of the application is very less. But instead of using all the resources of this particular computer, what I can do, because if one application is running on single machine, I cannot run multiple applications. So what we can do, for one operating system, we'll install multiple virtual machines. In every virtual machine, I will run different applications. That you no need to take care about the virtualization, containerization, orchestration. Everything will take care by cloud only. Cloud computing and DevOps both are not competitors. You, as a developer, you must have the knowledge on cloud. You must have the knowledge on DevOps. You have to use the services that are provided by cloud and DevOps separately, and you can become a successful developer. So these are the points that you have to know before entering into the cloud computing. Once again, I will tell the definition of cloud computing. Cloud computing is the delivery of computing services like servers, storage, databases, networking. You don't need to worry about the infrastructure, the network calls and everything, because it is very costly. Nowadays, you see data centers. Google has announced a data center in Andhra Pradesh, Vizag. They are trying the network cables, which is very, very costly. That headache will take care by cloud service providers. There are different types of cloud services providers are there, like Amazon is providing AWS, Google is providing GCP, and Microsoft is providing Azure. Azure cloud is there, and Salesforce cloud is there, IBM cloud is there, Oracle cloud is there. Did you understand? You no need to focus on the infrastructure. You no need to focus on the platform. You only focus on your application development, and remaining thing will take care by the cloud computing. Did you understand? So over the internet as a pay as you go basis. That is the main point here. So first of all, you must know about on-premises. On-premises means everything you have to maintain of your own. Server must take care by you. Is it clear? Runtime must take care by you. Infrastructure, networking, security, everything will take care by you, which is in olden days we used to use on-premises. So cloud computing means, and on-premises scalability is very difficult task. As I explained about scalability. What is the meaning of scalability? Anyone can tell? What is scalability for online students, YouTube students? Please try to type your answer in your chat box. Tell me all of you, what is scalability? Just
Can
now
increase server size.
increase the number of servers.
Servers.
Increase the number of servers, what? That is called as scalability. Where the number of users will increase, the number of servers also must be increased. So how many ways we can achieve this scalability? Two ways. One is manually, other one is what? Automatically. If you are using on-premises, you have to maintain the servers manually. Increase the number of servers, then load balancing also will enter into the picture. That is scalability. But when you go for cloud computing, you no need to worry about what? Scalability. That scalability will take care by cloud service providers like AWS, Amazon, Google, Salesforce. They will take care about the scalability. The first difference between on-premises and cloud computing. On-premises means maintaining our own physical servers, physical runtime environments, physical data storage. Everything is managed and maintained by the organizations. That is called on-premises. Cloud computing means instead of maintaining all these things, we'll just take for rental basis from the cloud. Second point, server storage actually. Server storage is very difficult process when you go for on-premises. The storage and everything will be managed and maintained by organizations, which is very costly. But here the server storage and everything will be taken care by cloud service providers, Azure, AWS, Google Cloud, etc. You understand? Next point, data security, very, very difficult. We need to implement different methodologies to implement what? Data security. Physically, we have to apply some rules, authentications and authorizations, everything to maintain the data security. But in cloud computing, you don't need to worry. The security and everything will be taken care by cloud. Next point is data loss. Generally, in on-premises, what happened? There is a lot of scope to lose the what? Data. We need to, because as multiple servers are there, your application is available on multiple servers. First time when you send the request load balancer will divert to server 1. And again, after 5 minutes, if the server 1 is busy, it will divert the request to the server 3. So there may be a chance of losing this data. But in cloud computing, you don't need to worry, because once when the data is lost, it is very difficult to recover that data in on-premises model. But in cloud computing, recovery of data is very easy. That will take care by cloud. That is what I'm telling. Cloud computing means it will provide the service. The cloud computing will provide the computing services like servers, networking, infrastructure, hardware, storage via internet as pay as you go model. That is the main point. This is what I'm telling. On premises means, for example, you want to construct your own house. So you have to buy your own land. You have to go to the civil engineer and approach the civil engineer for your designing of the house. You arrange the cements, bricks, electricity you have to take care, water you have to take care, furniture you have to take care, security you have to take care, maintenance you have to take care. Everything will be managed and maintaining by the individuals. That is your on premises. Coming to the software terminology, you manage everything. Hardware you have to maintain, OS you have to maintain, runtime you have to maintain, middlewares, application, data, everything will be managed and maintaining by the organizations. For example, one ICICI bank is there. They want to develop an application. So they have to maintain the hardwares. They have to maintain the servers. They have to maintain the runtime. Okay, big organizations, definitely they will maintain. Even now also banking system, they will maintain their own private cloud. They will go. They will not encourage the public cloud. But if you go for any other normal application like restaurant applications or any social networking or any other lot of small business applications are there. So it is very costly for them. Training, education related travels. So maintaining and managing very difficult for them. Are you following everyone, online students? Please respond. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes.
Please try to enter your contact numbers in the chat box so that it will be helpful for us to share you the recorded video. So that is about your on-premises actually. So now on-premises means everything you have to take care about the applications, data, runtime, operating system, servers, storage, networking, everything you have to take care of your own. That is your on-premises. Then coming to your what? IaaS, infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service means you no need to think about the infrastructure. For example, you are purchasing an empty apartment. So you no need to worry about the electricity. You no need to worry about the water supply. You no need to worry about the security. You no need to worry about all the stuff, because when you purchase any apartment, building is already constructed. You no need to worry about construction. You no need to worry about electricity, water, lift availability. Apartment is empty, no furniture. Now you bring furniture, interior design and appliances. That is called infrastructure as a service. So in infrastructure as a service, cloud will provide the data center, cloud will provide the networking, cloud will provide the storage. You have to manage the operating systems, runtime, application and data. So mostly in software industry, networking team will be there. They will take care about this infrastructure as a service. Pure AWS, Azure, networking will be there. Terraform, they must have the knowledge on infrastructure as a service. Did you understand? So infrastructure as a service means buying your own apartment. On premises means constructing your own house. You have to take care about electricity, the bore well, water, everything you have to take care. That cement, raw materials, everything you have to take care. But when coming to infrastructure as a service, just you're buying one apartment, you don't need to worry about the construction, electricity, lift, maintenance, security, everything will take care by the apartment. You have to focus only on the interior design, woodwork and other stuff. Coming to, that's what I'm telling. Platform as a service. Platform as a service means you're not purchasing the apartment, you're taking the apartment for rental basis actually. Is it clear? Now you came to Hyderabad, you got a job in a software industry. Now you went to Pune or Noida or Gurgaon or Chennai, any place. Now you don't need to purchase the apartment immediately. Just you'll stay in the apartment for rental basis. So furniture is there, electricity is there, and internal kitchen setup is there. Nowadays all apartments are giving with furniture and other stuff. Just you have to pay as you go, monthly rental basis. AC is there, furniture is there, kitchen setup is ready. You just move in and live. Maintenance handled by the owner. Cloud will manage the operating system also. In infrastructure of the service, you have to manage OS runtime and middleware. Platform as a service, cloud will manage OS runtime and middleware. You only focus on the application and what? Data. Application you have to develop. You have to develop these applications by using Java or .NET, and you have to take care about your data also. Remaining will take care by cloud. Did you understand? That is platform as a service. Is it clear? Yes. Software as a service means application is also ready. Like Gmail is there. You are using Gmail. Is it clear? You are not developing the Gmail application, emailing services. That is software as a service. Ready-made software will be there. You have to use depending on your situation. So your software as a service means renting a hotel room. You went for travel tour to Goa or other place. You don't need to purchase, you need to take a house for rent for 1 month or 5 months, and you don't need to purchase construct a building of your own, or you don't need to purchase any apartment also. Just you have to pay for usage. Just you will stay for 2 days. For the 2 days you have to pay the money and pay as you go. Fully furnishing is there, housekeeping included. Just use the service. No setup, no maintenance, fully furnished, everything is ready. Example, Gmail is a software as a service. Office 365, Salesforce. But for example, if you take Gmail, it will give only 15 GB free space. After 15 GB, still if you want to use means you have to purchase. For example, if you want to purchase 2 TB or 1 TB, you have to invest what? 4,000, some 6,000 rupees per yearly basis. You can purchase that one. So finally, you understood, I think. So on-premises means constructing your own house. Infrastructure as a service means buying a empty apartment. Platform as a service means renting a furnished apartment. Software as a service means just take the hotel room for rental basis. On-premises means everything will be managed by the individuals or companies. Infrastructure means operating system and application will be managed by the companies. Platform as a service means your code and data must be managed. Operating system will be provided by cloud service provider. Software as a service means ready-made software is there, only how to use it. Did you understand? This is how. Now, cloud computing supports 2 types of service models. One is deployment model, other one is service model. Deployment model means there are 3 types of deployment models are there. One is public cloud, other one is private cloud, another one is hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud means you must have the knowledge on all the cloud service providers like AWS, Azure, GCP. Nowadays, microservice is dominating in the market. Your total application will divide into multiple services. Monolithic architecture means total application you have to keep on single server. Microservices means break down your total application to multiple services. Every services you have to deploy on cloud. Every service will have a single server, single database. But when microservice architecture came into the picture, some services you have to deploy on Azure, some services you will deploy on AWS, some services you will deploy on GCP. That is why hybrid cloud also became very popular. So deployment models, there are 3 types of models are there. Public cloud, other one is private cloud, another one is hybrid cloud. Are you following everyone, online students? Can you hear my voice?
Yes.
So there are 3 types of deployment models that are available. One is public cloud, other one is private cloud, another one is hybrid cloud. In order to understand in an easy manner, you already know public cloud means public transport. So you are using the public transport to travel from one place to another place. You are traveling by bus. Similarly, this public cloud means anyone can deploy the applications and everything in public. Private cloud means maintaining your own sharing. Sharing will be there in public cloud. Is it clear? And one server is not provided to single service customer. Multiple users can use what? Same server. That is single bus will be used by multiple passengers. That is public cloud. Private cloud means you book a cab. You are traveling in you have your own car actually. You have your own car. You have to take care about the petrol, cleaning and other stuff. That is what private cloud. So big secure application like banking applications, insurance applications, defense, they will not depend on what? Public cloud. They will maintain their own cloud. That is private cloud. Hybrid cloud means combination of public and what? Private cloud. It understood. Your total application you can consider as you're booking a cab. Is it clear? You can utilize depending on the usage. Half of the journey you will travel with cab. Remaining half you will go by metro. Remaining half you will go by bus. Because the cab facility is not there for very far. You want to travel to your hometown up to railway station, or you want to travel to hometown up to railway station, you cannot go by flight directly, right? Or airport. From there you will go to the cab. From there you will reach to the flight. Again you will take some auto. That is combination of different clouds. That is called as what? Hybrid cloud. Today that is also very popular. But any cloud syllabus is same. Only the providers will be different. AWS, Azure, GCP, whatever the concepts. Any cloud computing scalability will be there. Did you understood? Scalability in server side or database side, these all are quite common concept. These are the different deployment models that are available in our cloud computing. Next, you have service models. As I already discussed about service models. Public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, those are called as deployment models. Service models are nothing but infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Infrastructure as a service means you have to take care about everything: application, data, runtime, middleware, OS, virtualization, servers, storage, networking. Everything will be taken care by us. That is infrastructure as a service. This is on premises actually. This is on premises. Everything will take care by us. Infrastructure as a service means the cloud will take care about the applications, data, runtime, middleware, and OS. You have to take care about this. Cloud will take care about virtualization, servers, storage, and networking. Platform as a service means cloud will take care about OS, middleware, and runtime. You focus only on application and what? Data. Software as a service means you must know how to use that one. Simply telling infrastructure as a service means you're getting raw ingredients. You have to cook yourself. That is infrastructure as a service. Platform as a service means you get ready kitchen. You just go and cook. That is called platform as a service. Software as a service means you're ordering the food. Just you must know how to eat the food. Did you understand? So in cloud computing point of view, infrastructure as a service, you have to manage the application, you have to manage the runtime, you have to manage the OS. Cloud will provide the infrastructure. Coming to platform as a service, you have to manage the application. It will provide the runtime, OS, and infrastructure. And software as a service, everything will be provided by cloud. Did you understand everyone? Are you following everyone? Hello?
Yes.
Cheppamma. You understood everyone? So here if you observe, you can see the difference between infrastructure as a service. In infrastructure as a service, what you will get virtual machines, storage, and networks. Is it clear? You have to manage the OS and apps. This slide you can see actually for infrastructure as a service. The difference is actual. Now the main point is you must know the difference between cloud computing and DevOps. Many people until now I discussed about cloud computing. So cloud computing means providing the computer services like servers, storage, hardware, networking, everything via internet as pay as you go model. So what is DevOps? DevOps is nothing but development plus operations. In software industry, two teams will be there. One is development team, other one is operations team. Developer main job is to develop the applications. DevOps is nothing but tools. Developer must have the knowledge on some tools. And operations team is called as deployment team. In olden days, there is a demand for only deployment team is there. But nowadays, what companies are expecting, development team and operations team must work together. That is called as DevOps. Nowadays, security also came into the picture. DevSecOps, they came into the picture. Is it development team, security team, and operations team? So, what is the main difference between cloud computing and DevOps? Actually, there is no difference, there is no comparison, but both the teams will work simultaneously. Did you understand? So, let us see here. Cloud computing means delivering of computer services over the internet. DevOps is nothing but DevOps is a culture. It is a practice to automate the software development and deployment process. SDLC methodology, software development life cycle. If you want to develop the software application successful and efficiently, you have to start from requirement gathering, analysis, designing, coding, testing, deployment. DevOps is a methodology. It is a practice to automate the software development process with the support of some tools. Next, cloud computing will always focus on the infrastructure, storage, servers and networking. DevOps will always focus on the process, automation and collaboration. Cloud computing, the goal of cloud computing is to provide scalability and on-demand resources. The goal of DevOps team is faster and reliable software delivery, implementing CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous delivery or continuous deployment. That is the main purpose of DevOps. The key concepts of cloud computing is infrastructure as service, platform as service and software as a service. These are the key concept of cloud computing, and the key concept of DevOps is CI/CD. The goal of cloud computing is scalability and on-demand resources, providing the resources on demand basis. The goal of DevOps is faster and reliable software delivery. Who will use this cloud computing? IT administrators, developers, business people, they all will use the service provided by cloud. Who will use the DevOps? Developers, QA team, operations team, they will use this DevOps. Cloud computing will provide the platform and service. DevOps will provide the methodology and what? Culture. Example for cloud service providers are AWS, Azure, GCP, etc. The examples for DevOps team is Jenkins, Kubernetes, Docker, Azure repos. Did you understood? Azure function apps, service bus, different services will take care by DevOps team. Now in olden days, DevOps team is separate, cloud is separate, but both are working simultaneously. That is the meaning of Azure DevOps. Cloud plus culture. Network resources and everything will be taken care by the cloud, and remaining all the stuff, the tools, deployment process and everything will take care by DevOps. So this batch is for Azure DevOps actually. The responsibility of the cloud is hosting and managing infrastructure, and the main purpose of DevOps is build, test and deploy. That is called CI/CD. DevOps main purpose is to automate the build process. Developer will develop the application. Application is collection of files. Application consists of different types of code. It consists of configuration files, design files, code files, etc. Now, if you want to deploy this particular application on server, it is not possible to directly keep the application on the server. You have to build the application. Is it clear? Build means your application total file will be converting into what? .jar file or .var file or .dll file. You have to pack the total application in the single file. Like the code, runtime environment, OS, everything will be packed in a single file, which is a very tedious process in olden days. But what will do? DevOps will do? DevOps will automate the build process. Is it clear? Automate the build process. That is will done by DevOps. And speed impact, faster infrastructure provision will be provided, faster development and release cycles. Cloud will always focus on the providing faster infrastructure, servers and everything. DevOps will always deal about CI/CD. For example, a new code changes made to the existing application. Immediately that code must integrate and build and test actually. That is the process of DevOps. Is it clear? So that is the manage here. So cloud computing will work independently, but DevOps will take the support of what? Cloud. Without cloud, and nowadays we cannot work with DevOps. Are you following everyone? Please respond all of you.
Yes, sir.
So I hope you got clarity on what is this cloud computing and what is this what DevOps and all the other stuff. So please try to register this batch as soon as possible. Today one offer is also going on. Please contact MyGominds. Catch you later in tomorrow's session at morning 9 o'clock. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Anyone have any queries, you can ask me.
So this class is 6 bit and